Hey guys, hello and welcome. And today we will talk about how money works. And this is one of the best book I have ever read about money and what actually money is. This book will almost answer almost every aspect, and it's cover almost every financial aspect that you need as an individual. You should have this amount of knowledge at least in your backpack so that you can start your business or at least struggle or make a good choice about money uh, it's when you need it. So basically it's full of uh, you will see visually explain a lot, and it use lots of animation type images, and so that's help you to understand what the concepts are. It's easy to understand them, and it's book with full of examples and facts and figures. They are really the master of this and the field, the writers, definitely I have to say, and definitely they also organize this book very passionate way. So today we're going to read this book for you, and by listening this you will, at least I can assure you that you will add some sort of value in your life about money. You will be more aware, and maybe some of them you will never ever think about them, about money. So money is very important in our life. Almost in nowadays it's a 21st century, and everything we need, we have to learn about money. Money is very important in our daily life. It's a oxygen in our life, like it's like oxygen. So so let's start one by one, and here is our content. First, let's try to understand what the contents are. First is money basics, the evolutions of money, how actually money come to be in our life, and better IOUs and money artifacts of money, emergency of modern economics and economics theory and money. So this is all the generalistic view they are actually imposed here, but really it will help you to at least understand the more complex things about money. So this book is really very much recommended, and to at least you should read once or twice in your life so that all the confusions will clear about this book. So in the next part we have what we have. So they are the writers. First let me, senior editors, designers, and all the writers are there. So the publishers is also, all the copyright goes to them. So it's probably printed in China. You can get the printed copy, go into their websites, and you will get them with a little amount of cost. Now move on to our um, content, like corporates accounting, net income, expenses versus capitalizing. If you are going to start your own business, so those concepts are very much important for you. So depreciations, amortizations, depletions, smoothing earning, cash flow, and generating ratios and risk, how companies use debt, finance reporting, and in the financial instrument like shares, bond, and derivatives. You will also learn a little bit about investments. So it will clear your basics, like how to start investing and what are the basics terms about shares, bonds, and what are the basic concepts. So next we have financial markets like the money market, foreign exchange and trading, primary and secondary markets, predicting markets changes, and actually arbitrage, manipulating the stock market, and day trading. So in the next we will learn about financial institutions like commercials and mortgage banks, investment banks, brokerage, insurance risk and regulations, whether we should invest, whether we should have a insurance or not, and investments companies and non-bank finance institution. So pretty well designed and well defined content we have, and those are very much important in our daily life, because at the end you will face every day some of them, some of the words in your life. So worth, wealth, and income. So what is income actually, what is money actually, and how to earn more, what how much you should get paid, what are the wealth is, so what it worth for, so calculating and analyzing net worth, income and wealth, and converting income into wealth, generating income and generating wealth. So they are the very different concepts, income and wealth. So investments for income, and dividends from shares, earning income from savings, investing in managed funds, and rental income from property and life insurance. So they are the very important concepts how you can earn money, like by investing, right? You can invest in some companies or somewhere else, and then you can earn their dividends, or you can get more money, the value will increase, the price of the share will increase. Then the rental income, that's also a very good passive income. If you give something for rent, like your home, your car, or anything that you have, you can give it to rent, give it for rent, and after and that they will pay you for this. And life insurance, we will talk about that, whether we should buy them or not, and what actually life insurance meaning for us. So wealth building investments, how to build more wealth, how to increase our wealth. So what are the investments plan or strategy we should have? The investing in properties, home equity, shares, and managed funds, like mutual funds. And where should I invest our money, where should I invest our money? So that's to increase our wealth, that's also very important. Managing investments like asset allocations and diversifications, dollar cost averaging, risk tolerance, the optimal portfolio, pensions and retirement. See, this is also very important when you start your, you are the beginner at the early stage of investments, right? So you should know these concepts very well, like what is debt, what are the investments, where to invest, how to increase wealth, where not to invest. So what are the most common investment strategy, they are all in the list. So debt, why we use debt, and why we use debt, and loans, mortgage, credit union, credit cards, where should I have a credit card or not, or should I borrow money. So debt is very important concepts in our life. So most of the people, middle class people, are fall into that trap also, we will talk about that. So debt and money in the digital age, what are the actual money are currently nowadays, like bitcoins, cryptocurrency and all. Nowadays recently we have a lots of news about those digital currencies, and definitely they may be our future, may not. And but paper will, maybe in a few after few decades we will definitely move this, because as we see the history, we change our currencies, every era, like every era we change our currencies from from different currencies we use, like metals, papers. And nowadays it's a digital age, definitely we can go for that. Definitely it could be possible, like a digital currency, and definitely it could be the future. Money in the US, and because this book is being focused on US uh, market, so they will talk about different little bit about the US market. So they will also give the examples of that, so you can relate them wherever the country you are living there now, so that you can relate yourself. You can also get their podcast also, so that's the original one. But I try to is I will add my own view, as well as the book's view. I will try to explain it in my own way, so that at least I can learn about this, and I also share it, so that you can also do the same. So money is, let's read it, the introduction part first. So contributor are the they are the contributors. So we have around 250 pages, and we have to read them very carefully. It's not enough to read just once, you have to read it again and again, so that every concept should be clear in your mind. So whenever you face and some words related to this, so that the concept should come into your mind. So they are the contributor who really contribute well, and I appreciate them, that and the digital who do this and digital stuff, like this calligraph, what it called actually, It's a animation type, like images and icon basis, right? It's digital content, attractive, it's look attractive. Explain its visual explanation. Okay, let's start. So introduction, let me introduce you about money. Money is the oil that keep the machinery of our world turning. By giving goods and service an easily measured value, money facilitate the billions of transactions that take place every day. uh, Without it, the industry and trades that form the basis of modern economics world grind to a halt, and the flow of wealth around the world would cease. Money has fulfilled this vital role of thousands of years before its invention. People bartered, swapping goods they produce themselves for things they needed for others. Barter is sufficient for simple transaction, but not when the things traded are of differing values or not available at the same time. Money, by contrast, has a recognition, uniform value, and is widely accepted. At heart, a simple concept. Over many thousands of years, it has become very complex indeed. At the start of the modern age, individuals and governments began to establish banks, and other financial institutions were formed eventually. Ordinary people could deposit their money in the bank, and the account in, in the bank account, and earn interest, and borrow money, and buy properties, invest their wage in business, or start companies themselves. Banks could also insure against the shorts of calamities that might devastate families or trade, encouraging risk in the pursuits of profit. Today, it is a nation's government and central bank that control a country's economy. The Federal Reserve, known as the Fed in US nowadays, if you talk, if because I'm from India, I know in my country it's RBI, Reserve Bank of India. So, is the central bank in the US. The Fed use the in RBI use currencies like determine how much of it is in circulations and decide how much interest it will charge bank to borrow its money. While governments still print and guarantee money, it's today's world, it no longer need to exist as physical coins or notes, but can be found solely in digital form. These books examine very aspects, every aspects of how money work. Definitely, these books really work. They really cover the every aspects of money work, including its history, financial markets, and institutions. So history is really very interesting, as I read earlier. Now I'm going to make this video for the second time. So I already make audio form. Now I'm going to make an video format with that. So financial markets and institutions, governments, finance, profit making, personal finance. So let me tell you the including topics like history of money, finance markets and institutions, government finance, post market, profit markets, personal finance, wealth, shares, pensions, social security benefits, and national and local taxes through visual explanation. Definitely they were there, as you see there, the visually explain everything almost through this icon, through image, and explain a lot through visual explanations and practical examples that make even the most complex concepts immediately accessible. How money work offer a clear understanding of what money is all about and how it shapes modern society. Definitely, this book's really doing cool. I have to accept this. So, how money work? They actually cover almost every aspects, like as I said before. Money basics, the evolutions of money. Let's learn today how the money started. Right, as you see in the image, we will try to read this, and you will understand it. So the evolutions of money is like people originally trade surplus commodities with each other in the process known as bittering. Battering, you may pronounce it in your own way. The value of each good traded could be de- could be debated, however, and money evolved as a particle solution.